Get ready, start. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, while intervening in this debate, I would like to thank the honorable members who have contributed to this debate. Each and everyone has given words of praise for our armed forces. They have supported us. Not only they supported us, but they have urged that government should provide more funds for the defense forces. As regards the parliamentary committee, which has been mentioned by some members, there was a recommendation, but it has not been accepted, nor has it been rejected. We have started certain schemes and started implementation of these recommendations. Once these recommendations are implemented and once we have the feedback, then we would like to consider whether a parliamentary committee is at all necessary. But we can say at this stage that the government has neither rejected nor accepted the formulation of the parliamentary committee. A mention has been made that army should not be deployed time and again for civilian aids. It is always the policy of the government, so also of the defense ministry, that we never encourage it unless it is absolutely necessary. The army has played a very good role in helping the civilian administration when they are called for at the time of natural calamities and for combating terrorist activities in various parts of the country. They have maintained good relations with the civilian population. Of late, unfortunately, there are some criticisms when army has been deployed in Manipur and Tripura, and I can tell that army has never involved itself in any activity other than those which they have been assigned for, that is countering the insurgency. We have seen that insurgency in Nagaland has been stopped. We have seen that after the army was inducted in Tripura, peace has not only come, but the killings have been stopped. This is a good sign. Army has been assigned with a particular job and they are doing it. Not only that, when army goes to different remote areas, they take certain steps to develop better contact with the people. In Tripura, I myself have seen that the army has taken medical team along with their combat team and they have given medical aid to the people of that area. In addition to this, they have organized various activities there through distribution of foodstuffs among the children and they have also given nursing food to the children. Para, it will be wrong to say that some political parties are trying to say something against the army. I would like to put on record that there is no truth in it. In Mizoram, in northeastern region, army has always proved that whatever assignment has been given to them, they have performed it with sincerity, and we always believe that army must have a good relation with the public, and we will continue to do so. About the mention of the defense preparedness, as I said, my senior colleague will deal with it. I would like to say that we have an organization under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister, the Border Roads Organization. It was formed in 1960. This organization has a perspective plan for 15 years. They go in the remotest area where it is very difficult to maintain the communications. They are doing very good work and they will continue to do good work. This is basically necessary to give easy access to our armed forces in the border areas adjoining Pakistan and China, as well as in the remote areas where there is security hazard. The Border Roads Organization has done very well, and I shall have to put on record my thanks to the Border Roads Organization. The armed forces are there to protect the borders of our country. But at the same time, we must prepare our civilian population also. Our government has basically taken steps to prepare a citizens force, that is the territorial army. We are happy that this territorial army, when they have been called for any national service, has done a good job. We have seen that the territorial army has also played a very important role when there was a strike in the Indian Railways. We are not concerned how and when the strike has to be diffused. We are called for to give service when the public suffers. We take this responsibility. We have no reasons to interfere whether the strike is legitimate or not. We as defense ministry do not interfere in that. As regards NCC, this is yet another area where we have taken special care to build up our future generation. Now we have got naval training and air force training in the NCC, and our experience is that the youths of our country who have participated in the NCC are coming in the army and are also getting prepared for it. In difficult times, their services can also be utilized to the best advantage of the nation, whether in war or